Okay, so I'm doing the San Diego Bike and Brunch ride, but I wanted to give you a better idea of this Addy and how it works. So I'm going to use my belt cam, and let's talk about this. Video will be a little bit more about what you're hearing than what you're seeing. So here's our group here. So in my other videos, I had it at full power, and what we got here is the knob, and you're probably not going to see it, but the knob itself turns it off, and click by click, higher levels of assist. So I'm going to leave it in about 2 now. Here we go. And the way I've got it set up is the thumb throttle is going to run it. So here we go. So there's like a half level. It's kind of noisy. Now my first battery load, I got only 8 miles out of it, but I ran it at full power, ran it a lot, up and down some pretty steep hills. So like I say, this is more about the audio, but I want to get a better feel. So if I go down and turn it to a lower setting, it's not quite as noisy, and we're doing 10 miles an hour. Now I can reach down and go to full power, a lot noisier, and it'll do about 21. So normally you'd use the crank sensor to turn it on and off. I'm using the throttle, so it's not a proportional throttle. It's more of an on-off switch. I think you're getting that. But for normal riding, I'll turn it down 2 notches. And we're on a level now, so we don't really need it that much. But this is the Addy, and I wanted to give you a better idea. The last video I did was on a nice steep hill. And we were just running at full power. So the nice thing about it too is it's so light and has no friction when you're not using it, nothing at all. So you don't need to use it nearly as much as most e-bikes. I haven't measured it yet, but we're looking at somewhere between 5 and 8 pounds for the entire kit, I would think. And I'll measure it for my review coming up. Now I do have to reach down to turn the knob. Well, we're stopped. Let me show you that. So it's on the top of the bottle with a battery in it. So if it was in a better position, I wouldn't have to reach so far. But that's what adjusts how much assist you get, and I'm turning it on and off the throttle. Now it did come with a half twist throttle too, or you can use the bottom bracket sensor, so it'll turn on automatically when you start pedaling. And in the lower settings, it's not near as noisy, and I know it's not using the power nearly as quick. So there's a lot to like about this Addy, but there is no light or gauge to tell you when you're low on battery. Pretty noisy. It's probably wearing out the tire. And also too, on this particular bike, it interfered with the rear shift cable, so I'm doing all my shifting with the front derailleur, which is okay for most rides, but if you're a serious rider, you can't get away with just shifting with the front derailleur. But as you can see, I'm really not using it that much. It doesn't slow the bike down too much. It's kicking in again. Get a little bit of a boost. So we're with the San Diego Bike and Brunch group. We got a nice sized group of 20 people or so. So hopefully they got room for all of us in the restaurant. So I'll reach down right now and turn it to a higher setting. And you can hear it kick in, accelerate. So in order to choose your setting, you do have to reach down and change the knob. So let me show you that. I'll end the video out, but I wanted to show you a little bit more realistic ride on what this Addy is like. The other videos, it was all full power. It rubs right in the tire there, but as you can see right now, it's not touching the tire, so there's no resistance at all. There goes my group. Let me go ahead and tuck this back in.